The American College of Sports Medicine just released a new position stand on exercise for the first time in 17 years. So if you're particularly a busy professional, this is going to be music to your ears. If you struggle with finding time to exercise, you struggle with decision fatigue, you struggle with energy, you struggle with cutting through the noise of what actually matters, then this is really important. It doesn't matter if you're just getting into exercise or you've been exercising for the last 17 years, you should be excited about this because the American College of Sports Medicine is just the largest sports medicine or exercise science organization in the world. They're the most prestigious certifications that you can get. Myself and all my teammates are certified ACSM exercise physiologists. Just to sit for the test, you need a 4-year degree in exercise science. So this organization is the first and foremost front line on the cutting edge of research when it comes to all things exercise. And so myself and the team, we read the article, we discussed the article, and I'd love to share 5 biggest takeaways with all of you guys. So the cool thing about this position stand is that they used 137 different studies on exercise, over 30,000 different participants. I believe I was one of those participants along the way in one of those 137 studies that they conducted, and just incredible update to kind of really make it succinct with what does the research say actually matters when it comes to exercise, specifically if your goals are to build muscle, to lose fat, to live a longer life, and to be more independent in your older years. So what are some of the biggest takeaways? The first one that I wrote down that they talk about is how consistency is the most important thing, most important variable. It beats perfection. Consistency beats perfection because basically a lot of different things work when it comes to exercise, right? It's all about doing it week in, week out, month after month, year after year. And when you look back at the past decade, could you say, was I consistent with exercise or was I not? And that's what matters more than the weight that you're lifting, the type of exercise you're doing, how often you're exercising. As long as you're doing something consistently, you're going to make yourself healthier, you're going to get results. So that should be music to your ears. You can almost do anything. And so you gotta think about what problems do I have when it comes to exercise. Most of the time, again, it's lack of time. You're so fatigued with everything else that comes at you that you don't wanna make more decisions when it comes to your workouts. You don't wanna think about what to do, or there's just a lot of advice out there and you don't know what to listen to. So cut all of that out, focus on what can I be consistent with. Okay, the next thing that they talk about is just matching your training to your goal. So whether your main goal is to build strength or to build muscle, those actually don't come hand in hand. Whether your main goal is to improve your cardiovascular fitness, whatever it may be, start with the end in mind. What is the main goal, and allow that to build your workout routine. So if your main goal is to pack on as much muscle as possible, we need probably 6 to 10 sets of each muscle group per week, which actually is a lot less than most people think they need. If your goal is to build as much strength as possible, you need to use heavy weight. You need to do about 80% of the max weight that you can lift one time. So you gotta be feeling that weight pretty heavy. If your goal is to build more power, then we need to focus more on being fast when we push that weight out, or at least thinking fast, not actually moving fast. So thinking about what is the end goal, and that kind of structures how you think about your workouts. So that's number 2. Number 3, and this one I love, make it personal. That kind of goes back to number 2, but you shouldn't be following a cookie cutter program. You shouldn't be downloading a PDF online. You shouldn't be finding a trainer who's just gonna write you a workout routine that's gonna be really generic. You should sit down with someone, an expert, and have them actually listen to your goals, create you a workout routine, create you an action plan that allows you to have something that works for you. Everyone is different. Your problems are different than other people's problems. What you like is different than what other people's like. if you're going to be consistent, remember everything comes back to being consistent, then it has to be personalized. You cannot follow a cookie cutter program. Number 4, simplicity increases adherence. So many people make the mistake of thinking, hey, it's gotta look crazy. I saw this on Instagram and that looks awesome and that looks hard and I wanna be able to do that. It doesn't matter. Simplicity is what matters. You can get away with doing the same 6 to 10 exercises every single workout. As long as you're consistent doing those same 6 to 10 exercises, you're going to get healthier. So don't overcomplicate it. Don't think too much of, oh, am I doing the right muscle at the right time? Am I hitting every single muscle today? Keep it simple. Pick 10 exercises that you know how to do, that you like to do, and just keep doing those 10 consistently. And then lastly is intensity matters when it comes to results. What does intensity mean? Intensity means momentary effort, momentary ability. And the closer we work towards maximum momentary effort, meaning working as hard as you possibly can, that's what really drives results. So if you're running a marathon, you're not intense because you're never actually running as hard as you can, other than maybe like the last 100 meters, right? You're sprinting as hard as you can. But a marathon is not intense because you're not using maximum momentary effort. You're pacing yourself out. And if we extrapolate that into your workouts, are you pacing yourself out or are you pushing yourself in the moment? So when we're strength training, intensity means getting close to that point of momentary muscle failure or even hitting momentary muscle failure, the point where you can't complete another perfect repetition. That's what really drives results. Consistency, matching your training to your goals, making it personal, making it intense, and making it simple. Those 5 things for the last 17 years in exercise research, it really boils down to that. Do you want exercise results? Then do those 5 things. If you need help with that personalized action plan, myself or anyone on my team would love to give you a personalized action plan. It takes 15 minutes. We ask you a few questions on a discovery call, then we take an hour or 2. We write that personalized action plan for you, send it your way. If you don't think that action plan is going to save you time, help you avoid decision fatigue, and really just cut through the noise, then we'll give you a month of free personal training. Thank you for watching the entire video. If you're not already, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel before the video ends and give this video a like as well. Really helps us so we're able to spread more evidence-based exercise to more people. Thanks again.